Good morning, everyone. This is BremSter, and today I'm coming to you with I Made a Monster by ZegreS. This puzzle is designed to be not quite an announcement, because if everything has gone well, the pack that this puzzle is from will have been announced on Cracking the Cryptic. Before my video comes out. So I've been working with ZegreS in order for my video, which I'm recording in advance, about a week in advance, not quite. So they've scheduled an announcement for the release of the pack that a few creators have been working on, to come out on Cracking the Cryptic on a particular day. I'm scheduling my video for a couple of days after that because they would like the announcement to come out on Cracking the Cryptic, and that's all good. But they've asked me to do this puzzle and for me to publish the pack on my collections page, which I'm willing to do. I'll throw a link above and below. I will put the details of the pack over there. Always have to remember which side the puzzle is on. So the pack is the Ren Sudoku Pack, based around the music of the magician Ren, which has captivated the attention of quite a few Sudoku creators, and they've made a puzzle pack around it. I think this is great. I love themed puzzle packs, or themed puzzle series, as you may have noticed. So I think this is absolutely stunning. So yeah, they've asked me to do this puzzle and release it on a particular day. So I am recording this well in advance, and I will be releasing it on a particular day. Now, I'm not running a competition or anything on this pack. I will just be publishing it to my collections page. Now, on my Patreon, there is an ability to follow my Patreon. Now, about 3 weeks ago, Patreon told me that there will be an ability to join for free. So become a free member of a Patreon, where you will be able to see posts that are published for free and access for, be able to make comments and everything. I'm still waiting for that feature to go live on my Patreon. As soon as it does, I'm going to be doing a lot more publication and offering a lot more services to people to be able to use my free Patreon as a way of releasing stuff like this. So people would be able to publish into my packs collection their own puzzle packs and everything, working with me to make sure everything is good. But and then that could be a place you go to. You could comment on the packs, you could communicate with the setters of the packs, and all of that would be there, and possibly setting up other collections and kind of try and make that a thing. And it would be free. You would get notifications of new free posts. All of that would happen. Now, I haven't seen how that feature works yet, because while it's active for much of Patreon, it's not active on mine yet. As soon as that comes live, I will tell you. Maybe by the time this video comes out, it will be live, where you'll be able to go over and join for free. And all of the puzzle packs that get released will be free posts on my Patreon, and you will be able to go and join them. All of the collection is already free, and I do post a link to that on every video. So you can go to the collections page, find this pack and many others. So that's the thing. But let's talk about I Made a Monster by ZegreS, part of the Ren Sudoku Pack. Now, this pack consists of, I think, 6 Sudoku puzzles. As I said, it's all themed around the musician Ren. And some of his music is gripping. I've listened to some of it. I've been incredibly busy, and holy cow, very, very interesting and cool stuff. Let's have a look at this puzzle, shall we? So the rules aren't in my favorite format, but that's not my thing. This is the link straight from the pack. So normal Sudoku rules apply. So in every box, in every row, still getting used to my new desk layout, row and every column, the digits 1 to 9 must be placed without repetition. Along entropic lines, every 3 adjacent digits consist of a low, a mid, and a high digit. So if you pick any 3 consecutive digits along one of these lines, there will be a low digit, 1 to 3, a mid digit, 4 to 6, and a high digit, 7 to 9 in that set. So this will consist of a low, a mid, and a high. This will consist of a low, a mid, and a high. These will consist of a low, a mid, and a high. Now, it doesn't actually say it here, but normally the way it works is if you have a 2-cell long entropic line, it must contain 2 different entropic sets. Now, that's proven in this box by this, but that's the way it normally works. White dots join consecutive digits. Black dots join digits with a 1 to 2 ratio, and there is no negative constraint. They're listed as 3 separate rules. I don't know how you'd have a negative constraint on entropic lines or Sudoku, but anyway, I normally bundle those together. So there are not all dots are necessarily given, is the way I normally put it. There is no negative constraint in the puzzle at all, maybe. I love the way that these dots aren't fully circular to be the pig's eyes. I think that is absolutely stunning. I'm going to restart the puzzle to restart my timer. Let's give this a shot. Now, I could see me doing a lot of colouring here, but the first place I'm going to start is this run of black digits, because you can never put a high odd digit on a black dot, because 1 doubles to 2, 2 doubles to 4, 3 doubles to 6, 4 doubles to 8, 5 doubles to 10. Oops, you don't have 10s. So in that run, because the first digit was always going to be low, 1, 2, 3, 4, and the other digit was always going to be high, even, 2, 4, 6, 8. You can never put a high odd digit. 5, 7, and 9 can never go on a black dot. 3 and 6 only ever went with each other, and these are 3 digits that are in those relationships all within the black dot. So these are from 1, 2, 4, 8. And the middle one can't be 1 because both of those would have to be 2, or 8. So this is the run we get, 1, 2, 4, 8. But this is an entropic set. Now with a 1, 2, 4, 8, you must have 2 and 4 on it, because it'll go 1, 2, 4 or 2, 4, 8 in one direction or another. So there is no 2 down here. But there must be a 1 or a 3 on this line. Now, how's that going to work? I must have a high digit down here. The colouring of this line is interesting, because we know, say, let's use our colouring. Say this is A. A could be low, mid, or high. This would be B, and then this would be C. Now, we've got B and C already, or let's use yellow, green, and blue. So this is yellow, this is green, this is blue. We don't know which one yellow is, but we know that we've got the run of 3. And we don't know which one is which. But this is green and blue. The next one must be yellow to complete the set. Now we've got green, blue, and yellow. The next one must be green to complete the set. And that just continues. Every third digit along the line. Oh, this is yellow. So we've already got all 3 yellows in this box. So this cannot contain. This can't be 2, 4, 8. Because if this is 2, 4, 8, I've used a low, a mid, and a high. And this is all of the same thing. So this can't be 2, 4, 8. This is 1, 2, 4. Because if this is 2, 4, 8, what are the 3 digits of the same type I put into those cells? I couldn't use 1, 2, 3 because the 2 is in here. I couldn't use 4, 5, 6 because the 4 is in here. And I couldn't use 7, 8, 9 because the 8 is in here. So there's no 8 in here. This is 1, 2, 4. There you go. That's a really nice opening. I like that. Now, this now is high. These are 7, 8, 9 because I can't use 4. So these are 7, 8, 9. And these are low and mid. Okay. So one of those has to be a 3 because I need to put a low into one of those. So either those are 3 or those are 3 because I've got 1 and 2 already taken up. And the other one's going to be 5, 6. Not sure. But that's a very cool opening. Got to figure out what to do now. Got to figure out what to do now. I love that opening. I'm feeling stranded. So this is either 8, 4, because I can't put 1, 2, or 4 here, or this is 3, 6. I don't think that's going to help me much, is it? If this is 3, 6... So 3 is... So these are from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are 3, 5, and 6. 3 must be in one of those because I have to put the low. So there's no 3 here, so there's no 6 here. So this is 4 or 6. So that is a mid digit. That is a mid digit. And I must put a mid digit on this. Wait a minute. But hang on, one of these must be 3. Because if that is low, that is low. If that is low, that is low. But the low digit can't be there. This must be 8 and 4. That is absolutely true. Now, I always use yellow for high. I'm going to change these colours. So I'm going to change green to be, say, purple, because I don't know, and I'm going to change blue to be maybe grey, because I don't know which these are, because I normally use blue, green, and yellow. I know this is yellow, and I know this is green. I know this is blue. I know there's a 4 up here somewhere. This is absolutely fascinating. Now, this can't be 4 or 8. So it's 1, 2, 3, or 6. But what am I... So there's a 3 in one of those. So this can't be low, because this sees 1, 2, and 3, because there's a 3 in one of those. So this is 5, 6 if it's middle, or 7, 9 if it's high. It's not feeling correct. Well, it's correct, but it's not feeling particularly helpful. I feel there's something more I can do around these. Or is it... Well, this isn't... Oh, no. This is not as important as I think. Like this, and this are the same. So maybe I can go into the letter tool and call them A. This and this are B. This and this are C. So there's a B and a C in here. Now, C can be consecutive with C, or C can be consecutive with B. But if these are the same, I don't know that that's helped me. Because if these are consecutive, they could be 3, 4, or 6, 7. And I don't see why they couldn't be. So if this is low, it's 3. And if it's mid, it's 5 or 6. And this is the same, I believe. Because it has to be low or mid. If it's low, it's... So this is 3, 5, 6 as well. That can't be low. If this is mid, I don't think I'm doing this right. If it's mid, it can't be 4, so it's 5 or 6. And if it's... So this is 5, 6, 7, 9 as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't think this is helping me. So one of these is low. And one of these is low. But again, I don't think that is helping me. There's something about this puzzle that I'm not grokking. Is it this N? That, and that are the same. Because they're 3 along. So those are, let's say they're D. That and that are E. That and that are F. Now D is now not consecutive with D. So this is either 3, 4, 6, or 7. So if it's low, it's 3. If it's mid, it's 4 or 6. And if it's high, it's 7. I'm not grokking this puzzle. Oh, wait a minute. I know something about these. Not a lot, but there's no 1 on these. Because if this was 1, this would be 1, 2. It could be 2, 4. It could be 3, 6. Could be 4, 8. It could be anything except 1, 2. So I can't put 1, 2 on those. That's not as helpful as I might like. What is it? This is 2, this is 4. No, that's not it. I love the opening in the middle box, but I'm now stumped. I am now completely stumped. Like, colouring that 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, those are the same. So again, I could put G in those. 1, 2, 3. Those and those are H and those are I. So there's two of the same in this. But oh man. This is why I'm getting emails saying just stop doing the channel. So I'm trying to avoid colouring everything, and I'm not sure I can do this without colouring everything. So this is one of everything. So I've got a G in here. So there's a G in here and two G's down here. I've got... There's some weird relationship going on here, and I can't quite see what it is. I can't figure out the colouring. I can't figure out how to solve the entropy. Hang on. That 1, 2 is that. This could matter. I'm actually going to use colours for these. So those two are the same. So that is that as well. So green is on here. And blue is on here. So that digit can only appear on there once. So those are the same. So those are the same colour. So 1, 2, 3, those are the same colour. I should be using something different. I'm going to change these to orange. Because those two have to appear once in there. Those two have to appear once in there. And then I've got, so let's take it up, all of those. I'm going to change this to a darker blue. So that dark blue is in here once. The dark green is here once. And then I've got something else I need to appear 3 times. So 1, 2, 3. Those are dark orange. Now that is a big restriction, because if this was an 8, this can't be high. Because the only high digit I can put on the black dot is 8. And if they were both 8, those would both be 4. And that doesn't work. So these are middle or low. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Why did the C come in? Because I'm still in the letter tool. Now, this can't be 5. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, or 6. So these are low or high. No, wait, that's not true. One of these has to be high. I am so confused. But I know there's no 1 on this because I can't put 1, 2 on these. So this is either 2, 4, 3, 6, and it can't be 4, 8 or 4, 2. So these are 2, 4 or 3, 6. They can't be 4, 8. Oh, this could be 8 because this could be 4. So I could put 8 in those, which would make that 8. Damn. No, I don't get it. In fact, I think one of these has to be 8, doesn't it? Because one of these is high, but I can't make both of them high. Because if one of these is high, the other one is going to have to be low or mid. If this is 8, this is 8, and this becomes low or mid. If this is low or mid, this is low or mid, and then this becomes high, then I can't put high in here. It becomes low or mid. This becomes high, and this becomes high. So one of those has to be an 8, which if neither of those was 8, they would be low mid, they would be low mid. This would be low mid. These would all have to be high, and I've put too many highs in the row. One of those has to be 8. So that is an 8. That is insane. Which means one of those has to be 4. That's and because one of those has to be 4, those are 4, 6. Hang on, is that right? If neither of these are 8, these are low and mid, these are low and mid, these would be high, these would be high, and I've got too many high. One of those has to be 8. And if one of those is 8, one of these is 4. I'm actually going to pencil mark across boxes. One of those is 8, one of those is 4. Once I know one of those is 4, because these are the same color because of what's happening in this row, this is actually 4, 6. These are 4, 5, 6. 4 and 6 means this is 8 and 3. This is a 3, 8 pair. There's no 8 there. There's no 3 there. Oh, I knew that because of the 3 down there. But anyway, the 3, 8 pair, this is the 8. 3, 8, 4, 6, 4, 5, 6. Now, what's that done for me? Well, this isn't the 8 because of that 8. This is the 3, this is the 6. There's no 6 there. This is the 8, this is the 4. There's no 4 there. There's no 3 there, but one of these had to be 3. So this is the 3, this is the 3, this is not the 3, and I now know these are all low. Why did the grey not go away? Here we go. These are now mid. This is mid. There's a mid on this line. That is absolutely nuts, by the way. I'm going to change that to purple to be more clear, and I'm going to change that to orange because these are all mid. This is high. This can't be high. But it could be low or mid. If this is mid, this is high, this is low. Oh, wow. I am absolutely... So G can't be mid anymore because... Oh, hang on. This 6 makes this 5, which means this is not 5. The mid on this line is a 6 because 4 and 5 are gone, and it has to be in one of those two. There's no 5 here. This is 6, 7, or 9 to complete the row. The high on this is 7 or 9. 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 Wow. Brain is melting. Now, this isn't 3, 6 anymore because I can't put 3 on it. So this is from 1, 2, 4, 8. Sorry, this is absolutely melting my brain. I'm not doing well at this at all. So this is low or mid. So it's 1, 2, or 6. This is low or mid, so it's 1, 2. But this could be 4, 5, or 6, I think. Ah. Okay. Wait a minute. But this is low because it's 1, 2, 3 along. So this is 1, 2, or 3. This is high. It's 7, 8, 9. So this is low. This is high. Which means these are low. Because I've got high, mid, low. This is low, mid. These are both high. So these are from 7, 8, 9. These are from 1, 2, 3. That one is not 3. Okay. That's not given me much. It still told me that G is not mid. G is either 1, 2, which I think it could be. Well, this 4 makes this 5, which looks across making this 6, which means this is not 6. So this is 7 or 9. And I know the high digit on this line is 7 or 9. So there's a 7 or a 9 in one of those two and a 7, 9 there. So these are all low or mid. I'm sorry, I'm not doing great at this, I know. Now, there is a low down here, which is a 1 or a 2. There's a high down... I don't get this puzzle. Slowly picking it apart. Slowly. That 8 trick was nuts, and I'm hoping it's correct. I'm very tempted to push the button to confirm that the digits I've placed are correct. So if this is 4, this would be 7 or 9. This would be 1 or 2. That's okay. 6 is in one of these. So this is low or high. If it's low, it's 1 or 2. If it's high, it's 7 or 9. That's not helping me. So there's no medium in here. So these are either low or high. That can't be high. This can't be medium or high. This is low. This is 1 or 2. Because it can't be high because it sees 7, 8, 9 and it sees 4, 5, 6. This is low. Now I need to put a low up here somewhere because I've only got one low down here. So there's a low and a high up here. Right. So there's a low and a high up here because there's one high down here because this is IGH. So I need another high up here, which will be the third high in the box. So that can't be high. And it can't be medium. That is low. So this is 1, 2, or 3. Now H cannot be low. So H is medium or high. So this can't be low. I or G is low. Can G be low? Can this be a 1, 2 pair? Can this be low? So hang on, we know this is a low and a high. So that is a medium, because this is a low and a high. So that's medium and 4. So there's no 4 there. So I is low or high. G is low or high. So H is medium. I has to be low or high. Basically, G and I can't be medium. So H is the only thing that can be medium. And now I can go to the letter tool and get rid of H. I'm always a fan of getting as much information out as possible. So these are 4, 5, and 6. And that's not 4 or 5. That's the 6. This is the 4, 5. Okay. I'm making some progress. I don't feel it's good progress, but it's what I got. So 8, 4 is possible. That hasn't limited this at all. This is 4, 5. I know there's a medium on this. So there's a medium on this. There's a low on this. So this has to be high. So this is 7 or 9, because basically there's a low, 2 lows, 2 mediums, and there's one of each on this. There's a high on this. There's a high on this. No, I'm looking at this wrong. This we know is low. So there's a 4 on this line, but I don't know anything about the medium or the low or the high. These are either 1, 2, which would make that 8, and that 7, 9, and that 8, that 7, 9, that works. Or these are 7, 8, 9. This would be 1 or 2. I can't see it. This is one of each. This is one of each. This is one of each. So hang on. Oh, but these could be the same, because, like, if these were the same, it's just these are one of each. They're not necessarily completely separate. One of those is low, so that can't be low. Hang on, one of those is low, because this is a run of 3, and I've got 2 lows. This can't be low, and it can't be, and that can't be low. So this is the low. That has to be low. So it's not 4, 5, or 6. This is 1 or 2. This is the 4, which is medium. Finding the right things. There now must be a 5 down here, which means there's a 5 in one of those two, which means that's the 6, and that's the 5. Because I can't put a 5 in any of those. So these are medium and high only. Can't be 4 or 6. So if it's medium, it's 5. If it's high, it's 7, 9. So this is 5, 7, or 9. There is a low in here, which is a 1 or a 2. This 1, 2 pair takes 1, 2 out of there. That's the 6. That is the medium, which takes 6 out of there. That is the high. This is therefore the low and isn't 7 or 9. That's a 7, 9 pair, which makes that the 8. There's no 8 here. 8 now. There are 2 highs down here, and the only place I can put them is there. Those are high. G is high. This is very cool, by the way. I like this puzzle. It's just quite tricky. Other people will say it's less tricky. Fine. Good luck to them. Okay. So this is low. Let's get out of letter mode, which means it's not 8. It's 1 or 2. So this is not... Well, this can't be 8 anymore. It can still be 4. Okay. But these are 1, 2, 3. These, there is an 8 in those. So this is 7 or 9, which I got from that 8. Okay, great. And these are 7, 8, 9. Ha! Harg. So there's a 4, a 7, 9, and a 1 or 2 or a 3 on here. This is still a 7, 9, and a 1, 2, 3. There's a 5 in one of those two. So there's a low in one of these. I'm sure people will visualize this a lot better than I do. Oh, I'm so terrified I've made a mistake on this puzzle. Don't think I have so far, though. So it's got to be something to do with these now. So there's one of each here. So this couldn't be low. This is medium or high. This is medium or high. But it could be. It could be 5. So this is from 5, 7, 8, 9. So the other low. So this is one of each. So there's no mediums up here. That's right. So 5 is in one of those two. Great. So these are low. 1, 2, 3. So one of these must be high. But that's not doing anything that I can see. Could I make both of them high? Maybe. So this is actually an entropic band. So this is F, this is D. So this actually has to be E. And this, therefore, I've got 3 E's, 3 D's. So this is F. Does that actually do anything? So this is one of each. So there's a low in here. These are two different entropic things. I had that before. So they're either 3, 4 or 6, 7. I can see 4 is in here somewhere. But could this be 4, 6, 7? I don't see why not. Can't put 6 there. I'm not getting this. 6 is in one of those. Oh, this is a 7, 9 pair. This in the row. This is the 6, which is mid. So this is not mid, it's high, which is 7, 9. Which means it's not 5, this is the 5, which is mid. Because I couldn't put 5 here. This is now the low digit, which is a 1, 2. Has that done anything? Not really. Yes, it has. That's not the 5. This is the 5. Which means that's the final mid digit. Down here, I have to put a 6 on this line. So this dot can't be 6, 7. It must be 3, 4. Because I can't use... What can I put on the consecutive dot? Remember, they are two different entropies because of the way that line works. And the way that these lines force this to be E. So I've got 3 D's on the line, and I've got 2 E's on the line. But across here, this F and this D... Yeah, this is one of each entropy, this is one of each entropy, so this has to be one of each entropy, and this being an F and this being D means this has to be E, which means that I've got 3 E's in the box. So these are one of each, and these have to be different entropies. So 1 and 2 are not different entropies, 2 and 3 are not different entropies, 3 and 4 are. 4 and 5 are not different entropies, 5 and 6 are not different entropies. 6 and 7 are different entropies, but I can't use the 6. 7 and 8 are not different entropies, and 8 and 9 are not different entropies. This is a 3-4 pair. That is absolutely insane. So D and F are low and mid, so E becomes high. So this is not 6, this is not 5. E is 7, 8, 9, and I can get E out of the corner. That is crazy. This is not 8. No, take the C out. Problem with letter mode. This is a 3-4 pair. There is a 5 in here, which means there's a 5 down here, because I can't put 5 in any of those or in any of those. So there's a 5 down here. Now I can put 5 there actually, I think, because these could be the same entropy. 4, 2, 5, 3 might work, but this is a 3-4 pair. So that is not a 3. This is a 1-2 pair. Can't put 3 there. 3 is in one of those two. So this is now a high digit, meaning I've got all the highs, which makes sense. And these are 1, 2, 3 and a high, which is good because these are 1, 2, and 5. Holy cow. And these are 1, 2, and 6. And that's not a 6. So D is the low digit. D is low, which means this is the 3 and this is the 4. I can take the D out of the corner. This is not the 5. This is... letter mode. This is the 5. 1, 2, 3. This is the 6. This is not the 5. And there is the state of this box, and I can color those green. That's cool. This 3, I'm not sure what it's done. Make that 4 and that 5. That takes 4 off this dot, and this A is now low. So A is low. So I can take A. No, why is it doing that? Why does sometimes A comes out of the corner? So this is a 1, 2 pair. So B, now this has to be 2 different entropies, and they are 6 and 8. But if this is an 8, that would be 7 or 9, which it could be. This is not a 5 anymore. This is a 6 and an 8. There is a 3 in one of those, because they're 1, 2, 3, and I can't put a 3 in it. Ah, wow. Now there is a 3 up here with the 4, and the 3 is not there. And the 3 is not there. 3 is absolutely in the middle because there's a 3's pointing up there. This is the low digit. So there's a 4 and a 7, 9. I can't see where the 4 is yet. Oh, this 6 makes this the 8 and this the 6. So this is the high digit. And this is the mid digit. Now that doesn't resolve the order of the other two, but this is a 6, and 6 is only, oh no, this could be 5 or 7, and it can't be 5, it's 7. This is high, because the 5 here, this is high. So 1, 2, 3, C is high, B is mid, so I can take the B's out of that corner, the C out of that corner. I can get out of letter mode. This is the only place left for the 5. This is the 4. This is the 9. That takes 9 out of both of those. There'll be Sudoku I can do at this point, I'm sure. Maybe. Probably. Hopefully. Help! This cry for help was brought to you by the Eagle Hand Laundry. If your eagle's hands need washing. Okay, so that resolved that 7, 9. This puzzle is so much fun. I'm finding it very tricky, though. Like, incredibly tricky. But I've got the entropy down here now. assuming I haven't got it wrong. 5 is right there by Sudoku because I've got 4 5s looking into the box. 6 is up here somewhere. 6 is right here by Entropy. No, 6 is right here by Sudoku because I've got 4 6s looking into the box. 7 is in one of those two. 8 is in one of... No, 8 is placed. 8 is right there by Sudoku. 9 is in one of those two. So 9 can't be on the line. Because of the 9s here, I can't put 9 in any of those, and that's a 3. So 9 is off the line, so 7 has to be on the line because I need a high digit on the line, and that becomes the high digit, that becomes the mid digit, which means it has to be the 4. That is cool. Now the 7 here makes that the 9, which means this is not the 9, this is a 7-8 pair, which means this is 9, this is 7, this is 8, this is 9, this looks up to make that 7, which makes that 9, which looks across making that 7 and that 9. The 8 looks up taking 8 out of both of those. That's a 7-9 pair. This becomes a 3-8 pair, and that 8 right there makes that the 3 and that the 8. This is low and this is high. This... They made a monster. This puzzle is so tricky, but I love it so much. Assuming I solve it. I haven't done that yet. I have yet to finish the puzzle. 4. This 4 looks down, making that the 1, so that is low. If this at the end tells me I've made a mistake, I'm going to cry. Would you like to see a grown man cry on the internet? This is a 1 or a 2, because I need the final low digit. These are 1, 2, and 9, because I need the final low... They're the final digits I need. Now, over here, I still need to put a 7... Ooh, crikey, how do I resolve this? Have I made a boo-boo? Please don't let me have boo-booed this puzzle. This 1 looks down, making that 2 and that 1, which makes that 2, which looks across, making that 1 and that 2, which looks down, making that 1, which makes that 2 and that 1, which makes that 2. The 2 looks across, making that 1, which means there's no 1 there. There's no 1 here either. 1 is in one of those two. This 3 looks across saying that is not 3. 7 is in one of those two. How do I resolve this? I've missed something. This 2 looks across, making that 3 and that 2. There's a 1 and a 2, so that's the 3. There's a 2 and a 3, so that's the 1, which looks up, making that 2. There is no 2 here. This 8 makes this 7 and this 8. Now, I've done the bottom 2 bands. I've only got the top band now. There's no 2 in those. This is 1 and 9. What are these 2 digits? 1, 2... Oh, for the column. 1. This is only 2 and 7. Oh, that 2 looked up, making that 1, which made that 3. This is a 2-7 pair. And that 2 makes that the 7, which is the high digit. This is the 2, which is the low digit. The 7 makes this the 9 and this the 7. That will make this the low digit. This will be the high digit, please. This will be the 1. This will be the 9. Poison in my veins lights a flame in my brain that maintains the pain that may change my frame of mind. Blind, I designed rhymes, intertwined, double time. Genuine Frankenstein. I made a monster. The Hunger by Ren. Took me 43 minutes and 25 seconds, and it's had 5 solves in the last 20 days. Probably testers. This puzzle pack has not been released yet. By the time this video comes out, the pack will have been released through CTC. Here's hoping. And this puzzle was probably being solved hundreds of times. This is great. I love this puzzle. This is absolutely stunning. I hope we see more stuff like this. This is really, really cool. And if Ren's music inspires awesome puzzles like this, I approve. I love themed puzzle packs. So thank you very much to ZegreS. And I can't remember, I had it written down and my screen closed while I was setting up to record. I pushed the record button and I used Google Docs, and the Google Doc logged me out as I was doing it. So thank you very much for everything. Please check out the 6-pack Sudoku. This is one of them. So yeah, as I said, on my collections page is where I'll post it. I hopefully will, if I've been provided another download link or anything, then I will provide that in the description below. I haven't got one yet, but the pack will be on my collections page for sure. I will probably link to, if the CTC have released their videos, I will post links to those in the description below as well. I will just try and share as much information as I can about this pack and where to find it. Yeah, anything I get, I will share. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed the puzzle, and please check out the pack, as I have said now about 450 times. Thanks everyone for watching, and as always, good luck with your solving.